I know we have a story behind everything, but before we get into it, again, we're taking a closer look at this, and right away you can see all the detail in that, and we can see the two hearts on either side, which I love.
And also with the detail, you notice there's a lot happening in here.
Right.
Well, I kind of got a feeling from this pattern and this design of love and how it feels to be in love. And it's like you just feel like you're just floating on air, and this kind of design really does remind me of that kind of feeling and the excitement and the passion and the power of love. And then these two hearts here at the top, you can see they're kind of pointed like arrows that are coming together of these two hearts together to meld into this one heart here. And of course the cord is red to symbolize love, and there are hand-blown glass beads as well, also red, that symbolize that feeling of love. And so the whole piece really comes together. And the knots are, yes, the knots are a very important symbol of strength and of coming together, and knots bind people together in love.
And the double strands, of course, represent two people.
Represent two people, exactly. There's a lot of thought that goes into each one of these pieces.
Yes, there is. And we can see some of the swirls, how the swirls connect, how the chain is connecting.
That's right.
As well.
Everything is all about being connected.
We are offering it to you for 60 pounds. Just 60 pounds, everybody, for pure silver. Now again, you can see all the detail in there right away, how everything is just connecting all throughout the piece. And this one's a little different from some of the other ones because it has a traditional circular design.
Yes, the circle is a symbol of eternal life because the circle has no beginning and no end. And when we think of the very elusive mathematical equation of pi that has baffled people for centuries, and how much of an integral part of people's architecture and artwork and just everything about life is in a circle.
Look at that. Now you can see the size as well when it's actually on. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Claire. Look at that smile. So 40 pounds on this one. Now, right away you can see how this definitely goes with the actual piece.
Yes. The colors.
Exactly.
Are like a kind of light peach color and a silver color, accented with iridescent silver metallic beads. And the bail also has that spiral design as well. And all of the edging around the piece has the spiral motif running throughout as well. And the spiral, as I said, is a very, very powerful symbol. But it also is a symbol of growth, because you think of things beginning and growing outwards. And it's like the seed in the center grows out to become what it is, what form it is going to shape into. This one is called mandala, and this is a very, very powerful symbol.
Just right away you can see all the detail in that. Now this one is very, very intricate. And I love that when you actually look at this one, it all looks symmetrical.
Yes, it is very
as it goes all the way around.
Yes.
Now this one, everybody, the high price on this one is 99 pounds. We are offering it to you for 80 pounds. Again, so much detail in this one. You can see it right away. Look at that. So we can see all the detail in there. Now,
and you can see the circles kind of
pretty smooth.
Yeah, it does feel smooth. The circles on the in the interior of the design really kind of give you that feeling of the circles continuing on outside of the circle itself. And then, of course, in the negative space here, another circle. So you have the circle that is the silver, and then the circle in the center, and then this at the top, this kind of diamond shape. I put that there for illumination, for the whole concept of eternity. And when we think of the stars, we feel like there's some sense of eternity there. When we look up at the night sky and see stars, you just get that feeling of just forever.
Yes, absolutely. This is silver.
Yes. This is a silver cord, and it's accented with silver metallic iridescent beads, and it really brings the whole piece together. And I kind of wanted to have that feeling of flow, of the circle continuing on, and nothing really breaking that at all. So that's why I chose this kind of silver cord on it.
And the double cord as well.
Again, yes, for balance.
Yes. So 40 pounds, everybody, 40 pounds is all you will pay for this. Look at that. And this is one of the smaller pieces.
Yes, it is.
Now, they are one of a kind, everybody. Now, maybe I think we need a brief description, again, on how pure silver is made, because so people can really understand.
Sure. It comes actually in a clay form, a material that feels like clay, but it really isn't clay. It's the particles of silver suspended in an organic binder with water, and then placed into a kiln, and then fired at 1400 degrees. And then once the water and organic binder burn out, you're left with the pure silver.
So each piece is definitely made with love,
Yes.
and time,
Yes.
and care, and inspired from different places. Now, these also are the seashell.
Yeah, the
design,
spiral
the
designs.
spiral
Yep.
design.
Can't stay away from that spiral
No.
design.
But see, it always looks different, though. It doesn't
It
repeat
does.
itself in
Right.
each piece.
Absolutely.
So now, because I've heard, and hopefully people are staying tuned in, and they've heard that the spiral is one of your favorites.
Yes,
Right?
very much a symbol of
the
growth.
stars, a symbol of growth.
And this
So
has a
you can
nice
see it all the way
juxtaposition
around.
between the spiral and the geometric design.
Right.
You have a geometric or an organic kind of design working very well together in this piece. And really kind of, blending together, but
Right.
at the same time being such different kinds of shapes.
Right. And then up here as well, you can see the intricate design up there. What is this one?
That's a fan, and that's the bail of the piece. And so, whenever I do a bail, I like it to be something that's pretty elaborate. I don't usually just do a plain silver bail. I always
Right.
do something that kind of responds to that design or echoes that design of the piece itself. And so this, I think, did a pretty good job of balancing that out.
Yes, it
and the
did.
fact that it also does have that kind of circle design, half circle. And this is a motif that is used in Chinese art that means goodness. So I like that as well.
I think that's great to know. So when you're wearing this, and if anyone sees this on you, they'll think, goodness, if they know
That's
what it
right.
means.
That's right.
If I see it, I'll think, oh, goodness. There we go. And I think this complements it very well. So I actually really like when you do the veils.
Yes.
That's what it's called,
Yeah,
right?
veil.
And it's so intricate right in there. You can just see the detail in there, especially because it offsets this really nicely because it's so smooth right in there. So gorgeous, gorgeous design. Again, let's take a look at this cord on this one. Red and black, and then we have our knots.
Yes, the knots, of course, symbolizing strength and unity.
Now this one looks smoother.
Yes, it's very smooth as well. And this flower design is also in the bail as well. And you have the seeds in the center, kind of giving you a feeling of growth.
Right.
And the flower, of course, in fours. And when I was saying earlier about the pattern of four and the way that it is so much a part of life in the seasons and in our own, human existence, like with the fact that we're made up of mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical. And each one of those is represented here in the four sections of this piece.
Well, I like the two flowers.
Yes.
How this one is there as well.
Yes.
And I think you turned it on purpose, the way that it's set.
Yes, it
Right.
creates also much more of a sense of balance that way.
Ah.
So everything has to always be balanced in the piece. That's a very
Right.
important part of my jewelry is that sense of balance.
Uh-huh.
And I can visually tell if something is off by eye and always have to tweak it to make it really work and flow. And so this particular design really does work. And it's a pretty substantial piece. It's
Right.
it's not too big to be overbearing, but it's a larger medallion.